Everyone, it's Mike from Hey, what's up? It's Mike from Foster DevOps, and today we're going to deploy an application on Cloud Run. I have a application right now that is a React front end. I'm going to run it in my local server. So I'll open it on port 3000, and then after running it, I will containerize that application and see the requirements I need to run in Cloud Run. So first, this is my first experience with Cloud Run. Usually if I'm deploying an application, I like to work with Kubernetes. So I would work with Kubernetes, but Cloud Run says it's serverless and runs with containers. So I will be containerizing the application into a Docker container. And then we will go through the steps together to deploy an application into the cloud after being able to run it locally. Throughout this video, I will be looking into the Google cloud documentation to help get me through, and I'll also be thinking about some of the architecture designs as well as deploying the application in a good manner. So the first thing I want to cover is the differences. This screen was the original screen, but there is 4 services to deploy a function in GCP, and I really love this. I really love this graphic. It's from a cloud book that I don't have on my person right now, but sort of shows each way you can deploy. And there's an application. There's cloud functions, Cloud Run, Kubernetes, and Compute Engine. I tend to stay in the container space, and for large applications, you're going to want to use Kubernetes. But when you don't need the to extend Kubernetes, from what I can tell, Cloud Run does really well with basic deployments. So it uses your own build tools, but it's dev focused. This is dev, ops, and security. And this is good for large applications where you want to store, you might want to have a couple different applications on Kubernetes, a lot more functionality. And Compute Engine, I think, is more for your own virtual machine. And so if you need a VM to run your application, you'll want to go here. This is good for if you have an existing application in your cloud in your own infrastructure. Compute Engine's going to just be able to pick that up, but we're going to focus on Cloud Run. It's serverless, clusterless apps, and containers, and it's going to be cheaper than a whole Kubernetes engine. And to be honest, for this application, I do not need a whole Kubernetes engine. From my experience with cloud functions are good for running quick programs, but I want to have an application continuously running. So some things I'm bringing with me is I already have a Google Cloud organization. I don't have a project yet, and I have a DNS name I want to use for this application, or not DNS. I have a domain that I'll be using for this application, so I'll be able to use that as well. So now that we've sort of introduced Cloud Run, let's first start running a local instance of the application. And I am going to go to localhost 3000. So right now nothing is running. Please excuse my messy terminal. So let's go to 3 and rename this to running. So the application is called Iron Sauce. And then let's go to 2. I think I need that one. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to go into my directory where my app lives. So it's Ape Dreams. Try Iron Sauce main. And I have some code in this source, so Okay, so this is a really basic React app. It's just a cool little front end I made that has a couple endpoints. So if I do a yarn start, it'll start running, it'll compile, and yeah, so just a cool front end I made to experiment with a header, some footer elements, and yeah, there's a couple endpoints. I have a workout tracker, sign up, but those pages aren't finished. I just have this cool home page. Maybe I can change this to like work in progress, but that's the main takeaway of the application. So let's start. Let's keep that running. And what I'm going to do is containerize this application. So let me rename this to Iron Sauce Deploy. And let's see. So I need to be running a Docker engine on my machine. So right now I'm starting up Rancher Desktop. Okay, cool. Right now I'm starting up Rancher Desktop to run as my container engine. And I'm just going to run, I'm going to run container engine, Docker, just because I don't want to use nerdctl, I want to use Docker. Containerd is a little bit more lightweight, but it should not matter. So once this starts running, I'll be able to run, yeah, so now I can run, and this is how I can manage my Kubernetes contexts. But I can run a Docker container on my machine now, so I can do Docker PS, and I have a K3D cluster running. So I'm just gonna get rid of that K3D cluster real quick. Cluster delete. K3D cluster delete. Delete the cluster. Okay. So I shouldn't have any containers running, and I don't have this as a, yeah, I don't have any containers here. So let's make a Docker file to run Docker. And what I'm going to do now is look up a React image. So React Docker file. This is what I like to do for all Docker images, is I can just get a Docker file here, and I will run it on Nginx, and it will show me. Nice, yeah. So they just have, let's see, where's their Docker file? There it is. So it looks, they build the React app, and they get the package onto the app, installed npm. I might change that to yarn, but I could probably get away with npm. And then runs it on Nginx server. Removes default Nginx static assets. Okay. Development, apt-get, yeah. Adds a VS Code user. I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, I think a lot of this is unnecessary. So, let's see. They have under React Express. Is there any? Just React Frontend. Let's see. Build. Okay. Oh, here it is. So yeah, node image. We set a working directory. We copy all the app files. Okay. This is a much better Docker file. Not that the other one is good, but I don't need Nginx. This is a good Docker file though for it's multi-step build. I don't think I need VS Code or Docker VS Code, and I don't need this user. I don't need Nginx to run this. I won't have an Nginx server, so I don't think I need that. I need this. So let me close that. I copied this, and I'm going to paste it in. Production. Cool. And then this is multi-step too. It looks like, yeah, it's a build and then production. So let's see if this will run. So Docker build -t iron sauce and then dot. Let's see. So this is a pretty small application. It shouldn't take that long to build the Docker image. Right now it's copying all the packages over, and it looks like there was an error. And that's because we are using Yarn, it looks like. So let me go back to the Docker file and let's see, working dir, run, yarn, install, yarn, build. See, I think it's yarn. I think there's a yarn build while that's getting sent. Let's see. Build. It's yarn run build, so this should fail. Run build, yeah. Okay. Yarn serve start. No, let's just do yarn start. See what he says about this. Yeah, I might need to change the command. Control C and then go here. Okay. let's build it. We should see this work because I'm using yarn and not in npm as my package manager, so I'm assuming that's what happened above with the npm install. Yeah, because there's no npm in the package lock. Looks like this yarn install is getting stuck, but we should have a little bit more hope. So we shall. I am assuming we'll be okay. Yeah, even though it looks red, it's all okay. Got my dependencies. I should have done a frozen lock file, so yeah, so verifies that files already installed in the node modules were not removed. So I should have a frozen lock file as the flag in here. But if we look, Docker images list, Docker images, yeah, we can see that iron sauce just got built. So I can run this by doing a Docker image run iron sauce 1000 HP. Docker run sauce. Okay. Guess I don't need the port because it's specified in the Docker file. So if I go back to localhost 3000, can so I refresh. It's running now. So yeah, if I get out of it, I'm trying to control C out, but it doesn't look like it's working. Let's see. You know what? I need to do a Docker stop, but I should have localhost 3000 still working because the Docker image is on port 3000. Docker stop iron sauce. Container. Okay, Docker PS. Let's do a Docker run. Sauce. Let's see. So now localhost 3000. Is it available? not look like it's running. Let's go do Docker. Yes. And Docker logs. Sauce. Docker logs. Image. Sauce. Logs. That's all. Let's go here. Let's see. Looks like it's loading, but let's also see. I might need to do, so let me do Docker stop. So yeah, hasn't loaded yet, Docker stop. And then let's do a Docker run. Dash P 3000, 3000. And alright, I think they use a Docker compose. Okay, here, dash D. Okay. So I'm gonna do a dash D for this. Let's see. Localhost. Still not running. Docker images, Docker run. Detach mode, okay. There we go. Okay. So I think I was just missing this port forward of the Docker container. So I'm going to do a Docker stop, iron sauce, stop, and let's just see. It's always the container name, the container ID, I guess. So stop that. Yes. Okay, cool. So now that I have a Dockerized application, it's really pretty straightforward. For a React front end, you don't need much. It shouldn't be that hard. So let's look into Cloud Run. Container to production in seconds. So I have my container. We're gonna get into the documentation. So I'm just gonna open that up right now. And we can see. So I'm gonna go to my Cloud Console. I have docs. What is Cloud Run? Deploy a pre-built simple container. Here we go. Quick start. Deploy a service in a pre-built sample container. Okay, cool. So I want to create a new folder. So let me create a new folder called Iron Sauce. And yeah, cool. And I'm gonna create a project that is Iron Sauce Cloud Run, and there, but I will put it, looks like my folder's still being created. So let me refresh. There it is. Okay, cool. Iron Sauce Cloud Run dev. Go in there and then put it into my Iron Sauce folder. And since I'm owner of all of it, I should be okay. So now I can go here, go to Iron Sauce. I think it might be creating still, so select project, cool. Yeah, so now let's go to Cloud Run. And there's no API I need to. So run containers on a fully managed platform. Get started by creating a service. Each Cloud Run service has a unique endpoint. And autoscales deployed containers. Okay, this create service enables the Cloud Run admin API. So let's create the service. Deploy one revision from an existing container image. So I need to have my container in the container registry. So I'm going to create one of those. Continuously. Oh, so we can set up a cloud build trigger to deploy new revisions. So I think I'm going to set up a cloud build, and then I won't need a container registry. We can go through container registries in a future run. But CPU is only allocated during request processing. Yep, that's good. That'll cut back on costs. Auto scaling. I do not need much auto scaling. So I will do there 3 or less. And I'm going to allow all because it's just a front end. Authentication. Here. Container networking. Let's do container port 3000. And wonder. Yeah, we can use my memory. That's good. Okay. Environment variable. We don't have any environment variables. Cool. Cloud SQL connections. Okay. We could add a health check though. Let's do the liveliness check. And do slash. Here it was slash nothing. So let's just see if it can go to slash. Initial delay period 10 seconds. Let's do. I don't need that much uptime, so I'm going to do 3,000 seconds. So I added a health check. No secrets here, no environment variables, so we're good there. So networking. Let's see. If your container is gRPC, nope. Session affinity, best effort to route requests from the same client to the same container instance. Connect to a VPC for outbound traffic. Let's see, I do not have a VPC, so I'll need to create one. You know, for this very basic React application, I don't really need a VPC.
Yeah, I can create a VPC, but let's hold off on that. Security. Let's actually, all right, I'm gonna use the default one for right now, and then I will show sort of why I'm skipping that for now. Verify container deployment. We don't need that. Okay. So I need to set up with Cloud Build.
And I need to create
a. So let me. So Docker or containerization. Let's see. Actually, I added and some sign up. Okay. Containerization and sign up init. Okay, so we have GitHub. Let's open this in a new tab. This is in my FOSDEMI, so I will allow this to, let's see, iron sauce. This is not in the FOSDEMI, I guess. Let's see. It's in Ape Dreams. Select. And I might be changing this over to, so I'll save that. Should allow authenticated, should Dreams, I understand. Next, build config, Docker file, yep, main branch, yep, save. Cool. So that was very easy. Let's create. I'm a little surprised how easy it was to create this service, and I guess we'll see what it looks like once it's created. Alright, there's my service, I guess. This is it, yeah. Creating cloud build. Source code could not be built or deployed. Okay, what's going on? Branch. Get this bigger. We're gonna create our own cloud build. And go from there. Okay. So let's create a cloud build. And we're just gonna do name build. I think for this. Okay, never mind. Let's look up an example for build trigger cloud run. So I need to do a Docker build, and then I need to push to the registry. So I need to edit this. Triggers actually, let's see. No, that's not what I want. What's this? Service. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Here we go. That's what I want. A Docker build. Cloud builders build -t gcr.io. Okay, my project ID / my project. This is gonna be iron sauce cloud run dev. This is gonna be iron-sauce. And that's gonna send it to. That's gonna build the container, and then let's push build package. No. Let's see. To do a push, so I want to cloud build trigger push to container registry step. So I'll need an artifact registry, and we do the build to this, okay? This is gonna be right now gcr.io. And then it's image, so cloud builders Docker. This is building the image, and then build an image using Docker file. Build config. Docker images. So is that all I need? Deploy. What's this? Cloud run, cloud builders, gcloud run. This, okay. So I need this step to run a pre-built image. Okay. Build config file. Builds. Here we go, push. I need a push as well. So I need to create a registry. Let's go to triggers. Let's go here. Let's go to container registry. And oh, I need artifact registry. Yeah, artifact registry. Create repository. Let's call this sauce. Click through. Let's go to Docker, standard, region, US Central 1. And that's good. So now we have this. Let's copy that. And central bucket 1. Okay. So this builds Docker container, Docker image, push Docker image to our registry. Okay, so this should be pushed, and this should run automatically. So this happened at 5:03. Cloud build not found. Cloud build.yaml. Where should it be? Cloud build.yaml. Let's run this again. I don't need those variables, but cloud build not found. Ah. What is... Ah, it's in source. Okay. Let's do this. I can add source app. And I'll change that to Butter Reflect, but let's run this. And then let me change where this let's do So we want to go up and then into source, into app for that. And this will be builds front end. Okay. Should be good. Let's see how this went. Image. Triggers. Skip and deploy. Okay. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, okay. /app. I don't know what's going on though. Unable to prepare context path. /app. You know what? It might be complaining because it wants to be, it's deploying from the top level. So let's see. Or no, it's a building from the top level. So I have aliases made for git add -a, git commit -m, and git pull, git push. And those aliases are GA, GCM, and GGP respectively. I highly recommend using them. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, it was building from the root directory and not from the cloud build directory. So now that we're building this, we should be able to push, and then I can go back to Cloud Run, check on this service, and see status. So it's building and deploying from a repository now. Sweet, it just picked that up on its own. It's very nice and easy to make. Let's see what will happen after it builds. Looks like, so it looks like it passed the build. And then it's trying to push to this repository. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's doing that successfully. And that might be with the cloud build. Let me go up to the cloud build. Push to this repository, and let's just call this, I think it's an issue with the name, so I'm going to call this Frontend. And let's just check on this. Yeah, so
So missing image name. Docker push host name. So let me look into the cloud build a little bit more. So it's going to be -t tagged front end, and this is going to be Docker push. Should be /front. Let's look back at the cloud build documentation for this. Yeah. So it wants you to build, no, that's the push. Docker repo, my image. And this is going to be Docker build, my image. Those look identical. Ah, okay. It's because I need the destination as well. So let me go here, paste, Docker build, so that. So I have, this is the repo, and I did not have the image name. So now that we have that, include image name. This should successfully push to our repository. And then I'm really interested, I didn't put in anything more for any of the networking. So I wonder what this will look like. You know, I don't have a IP address because there's no container running. So I'm really curious how to hit the outside networks. I wonder if this is allow direct access to service from the internet. So I wonder if I need to set up a VPC. This is it in YAML, which is pretty cool. They give it to you. So I wonder what this will look like more when I'm interacting with it through more and more. I'll probably want to create YAML, and then now that we've done click through, we might be able to create some Terraform for this. So let's see. SLOs, cool. No logs. Cool. Let's see. How are we doing? Should build the image. Cool. I want to see what it's like to create an SLO. So that got pretty far, 205. So let's see, waiting, pushed. That looks promising. We should see some image in here. If I refresh, front end's in there. Our cloud build passed. Let's see what's going on. Oh, there we go. Networking, security. Oh my gosh. Here's the URL. No way. Oh. Looked like build logs. Okay. Let's go to the logs and see what's going on.
wonder. Okay, get. Oh. Let's see. Cloud Run. Placeholder -1 for 3000. Let's see. 3000. Looks like it's successfully built. Last deployed 23 minutes ago. It should have been deployed already. Redeployed, right? So the triggers, it's event arc. Let's see. There's jobs. No. Manage custom domains. Okay, cool. So I can add a custom domain. Looks like this is getting up and going. Let's see. So, ingress all. I'm not sure why this would. Get 200 requests are coming back, right? Well, that was 50. It's 16, 17. So if I go here, I should see a good log. Yeah. This is 200 coming from me. What's this? Yeah. Cool. Once this starts, wow, this is pretty cool. So it looks like Cloud Run is really all I'll need, because yeah, you can deploy different instances of your application, different life cycles. So I could deploy a production app, a staging app, and a dev app all through Cloud Run. So let's see what happens. Still not going. Yeah, that's good. Let's delete. But this is very okay. Looks more promising now that we have this new revision. We'll let it load. I'm sure it's loading up it's loading in the container. And what we can do is, I don't want to do that. I want to go back to networking. Integrations, what's this? Cool, so if you run a Firebase backend, you can do some Firebase hosting. custom domains, host your services behind a custom domain. I want to do that, but it looked like there was another way to edit that. Okay, cool. So now we have our endpoint. So let's see where we can change the URL. Manage traffic. That's good. Networking. Where was our manage custom domains? So let's add this mapping. Sauceman. I wonder if it's this easy. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, so I need to copy this. Let's go to my solutions. Got it. Let's see. Oh. Let me go back here. And copy this. This. Oh. So let's see. Sign in. Copy the text record into the DNS configuration. So let's see. DNS configuration. When I did that. Okay. Let's see, what's this? Issues now. Settings. Domain. Here we go. Copy. Domain. No, I don't need that. Bulk data. Got it. Okay. Change of address.
Associate a service with this property. Can I do this? No, I don't want Google Analytics. So let's go back here. So domain verification. Let me copy this. And I might need to add myself as a see. Yeah. So I will add some permissions to this to allow that domain. Let's go IAM. And let's grant access to michael.foster at misolutions.dev and cloud run admin. Yeah. And then let's refresh and add the mapping. I'm sure developer would have worked, so let's do iron sauce. Sweet. Cool. So update this. Update the DNS record on your domain host with the records below. You can view these using the DNS record button. Let's see. Okay, let's go back here. Done. This is loading. So Google made deploying an application a whole lot simpler. This took me about, let's see, this took me about an hour 30 minutes to deploy the application. So deploy the application with a domain. We're still waiting for it to load, so let me back here. So this is pretty awesome. I brought my own domain name, so I was able to use that. We sort of saw how to create the React container. Yes, this is a very basic React application, so the Docker container was not that hard to create, and then I had to just build the container using Cloud Build and then push it to this registry. Google made it really easy using Cloud Run and click-through. So all of the click-through I had to do, it's not best practice, but for any application that I'm just going to create, I think it would be, the Cloud Run is a very viable option, it looks like. So once we see this application up and running, I will see the DNS name up, and then we can look at where it is. I am going to edit this. Well, I guess I'm an org admin, so it doesn't really matter, but let me edit this to Cloud Run developer.
Because I need all resources, which is managed domain. Invoker won't be enough because that just allows me to invoke a service. Yeah, so I want this. This would be for a service account, so save that. And I still, let's refresh. I can still add a mapping, so all I needed was that. And it's waiting for the cert provisioning is going to, I'm sorry, you guys missed that. The cert provisioning is going to continue for a while. It's a C name. I wish it was a TXT, but we can close that and go back. Let's see. Cloud Run. Refresh. Let's see if I can go this. And we can figure it out if something happens. But yeah, I don't think I'll need this. I don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Details, that's all good. Okay. Let's go organize this a little bit and see. That looks like it's different. Let's do some digging and look at what's going on behind the scenes. So IP addresses, I'm going to enable this for right now. And then after I can disable it. I'm very surprised it doesn't, it looks like it doesn't use, it's completely serverless. So it doesn't use the Compute Engine API to provision this. Let's see. Oh, I clicked it. Okay. So as that loads, this will load too. You can see what's going on. Enabling service. We also enabled the Google Cloud Run API, which worked out pretty well. So what we could do after this is sort of do some IAC, some infrastructure as code. And what I would do for that is I would create a directory for Terraform and create a Terraform account that can provision resources. On top of that, I would create a service account as well for so let's see. Let's go to usage chart. Go here. Let's do new. So I'm just gonna name this page Cloud Run Iron Sauce. Okay. So the Terraform code is going to basically what I'll need from GCP is I'll need a service account that can be used by Terraform. And let's go here. Let's go like this. So that's going to be a GCP account. And we can actually change this to be GCP. Within GCP, we will have this will be the Iron Sauce dev project, and that will encompass that service account, and then this will become a, so that will be used in my Terraform cloud. So Terraform, let's just say Terraform for right now. That will be within Terraform. We will have a workspace, and in that workspace we will have that GCP service account provision as an environment variable, or as a environment variable. We will have the service account token generator, or service account token. And this will allow us to basically provision our, let's see, is this working yet? This will allow us to provision our resources in GCP. So let me actually do this. So now that we have that, Terraform in the workspace, or let's see, there will also be resources that we'll need to create with Terraform. And from what I can tell, the resources are, I will want a Cloud Run service, a Cloud Build trigger, a artifact registry, and I will need this domain mapping. And let's create, so for the this service account, let's see. For this service account, let's do service account, and that is going to be used for,
service account is going to be attached to Cloud Run service. This artifact, these are all going to be connected back into the Cloud Run services. So let me just map those over. And then Cloud Run, Cloud Build Trigger. These are all part of the Cloud Run service, which will then deploy our app. So we can do this. So that's manually, and then this creates the Cloud Run service. And that workspace allows us to do all of that. So we can set up a Terraform workspace. I do want to wait to see this domain happen, but we'll create a new service with that cloud build trigger that will build, and we can then figure out let's get this closer. Okay. So cool. I think these are all the resources we created. I will have to authenticate. I shouldn't need to authenticate my repository because it already has a cloud build trigger. I'll create a new artifact registry, new Cloud Run service, and new domain mapping. And then we'll use a service account for that Cloud Run service. I think we can discuss the architecture of the Cloud Run service, but I don't believe that is completely necessary, so let's just create some Terraform. Let's touch service.tf artreg.tf and domain mapping.tf and cd.tf. And that's all we need. So this service account will need to be able to provision a Cloud Run service, a Cloud Build trigger, domain mapping, and an artifact registry. So let's create a new service account. And let's call this our Terraform Cloud Run. Yeah, that's good. And I want Cloud Run admin. I'm going to want a artifact registry admin and service account creator. I want this to be project admin. Let's look back at our diagram. Artifact cloud build. We also need a cloud build. Cloud build editor, cloud build connection admin. Let's see, service agent, no. Cloud build editor. Okay. Project rules. Okay, cool. So now that I have this, I will create a new tab. And I'm going to eventually create a token. But I don't want you to see the token, so, or the key. So now I'm going to go to Terraform Cloud and create a free workspace. And let's create a new organization called Foster DevOps. Just for this, because we're going to do Backstage as well and some more. So I'm going to connect to GitHub and go to Fostemi. Let's see. This is in Fostemi. So let's go up. Fostemi. No, it's in Ape Dreams. So I can go to Ape Dreams. Select sauce name. And it's going to be in /deploy/terraform, and then manual apply. Yep. Always trigger runs. Yep. Let's do that. /deploy/terraform. That's the main. Okay. Let's see, how is this doing? Still provisioning. Okay. Let's configure these vars. And create a variable. It's going to be GCP service account. This is going to be an environment variable, and it's going to be sensitive. And I don't think it is GCP service account. Let's see. It's going to be it should be called sorry if I'm getting too close to the mic. Yeah, Google credentials. Credentials. Okay. Okay, cool. This is pretty powerful. I'm going to pull this over real quick just to input my new token, my new key. Create a key. Create. So open. This is in my downloads, so I will also need a new terminal here, just to not show you. Everything. So downloads. this. And then go back. Okay. And then let's go back here. And really easily, let's put in and create a service account. So I can do that. Bring back this. And go back here. Bring this up and bring that back in. Okay. So I do have a key now, and I can go here. So I will see. Is it up? Not yet. But let's create a service account. So I can go to the Terraform GCP service account. Service account. I can create this resource really quick. But let's also look at the Cloud Foundations toolkit. This is pretty awesome. Let's see. They have like all of this service accounts. You can just come down here and look service accounts, project ID, project role. So let's get this module in. And let's copy this again. And let's change some. Let's create a variables.tf and a locals.tf. And let's create a variable default equals project ID. This is going to be project ID here. Okay. Let's go back here. There's a prefix required. So we can go down here and just see what's required. Prefix. So project ID is required, and that looks like that's all that's required. Names is, let's actually delete version. I don't need that. So, okay. Names. I do want display name. Names of the service accounts to create. So let's change this to display name. And let's do var.sa name. Service account. And then we can do account name, and we can name this service account Cloud Run Agent. And project roles, and it has the project. So we can do project var dot project ID, and we can look up the role for Cloud Run Service Agent. Cloud Run Service Agent. Let's see, Cloud Run Admin. Cloud Run Service Agent, Cloud Run Service Agent. Serverless Service Agent. Let's do EP. I copied the wrong thing. Okay, and I don't need that one. That looks good. Let's push. I don't have my integrated terminal yet. Create Cloud Run Service Agent. Okay. And this is going to serve as a test for our repo as well. So let's start a new run. I don't know. I might have to start the first one for now. Just because, yeah. No changes. Okay. I wonder if it can find. So it's going to deploy / Terraform. Let's see. Deploy / Terraform. Let's see. It should have the GitHub. So let's see, how's this? I'm just checking on this. Okay. Let's go to github.com/apedreams/sauceman. Let's see, deploy. Yep, okay, it looks like it pushed a minute ago. Deploy / Terraform. Let's go back here. Let's start a new run. And see. So it should be running this as Terraform. We have our variables, deploy Terraform. Is this a main branch, right? That's the cloud build, but that passes. And then deploy Terraform. This module should let's see what I'm doing wrong. Let's see. should be alright since it's running in Terraform Cloud. Let's see. Google credentials should be good. Okay. So I think it should be good. Yeah. I don't know why it can't find. Let me try one more run. And then see what's going on. Add workspace. No. Let's let us create a cloud build trigger and test if that will work. So we can go to the CD, which is continuous delivery, continuous integration, continuous delivery resource. Cloud build trigger. And actually what we can do is close this. And we can do this will be iron sauce CI CD and will be name push we want to do, and my editor's not working right now, branch equals main, and more files. This goes in here. let's see. See if this triggers the run. So it should trigger every time there is a push. Okay. Okay, cool. And this is gonna be main. And then what else did you complain about? There's no var.github org. So let's do this. Let's go. This is gonna be Ape Dreams for right now. And then repo name, iron sauce. And right. Let's check. Iron sauce man, yep. Alright, that looks good. Build. Should have been more verbose, but I can always fix it later. It would be like debug cloud build resource. Let's see. Okay. So this one gets picked up. I might be having issues with the service account because I'm trying to use the Cloud Build Foundations toolkit. Let's see. I wonder why it's not letting me use it. Let's go back to. Let's see. Okay. Let's see this. Looks good. Deploy. Yep. Let's confirm and apply. Let's check on this. What was my domain name going? Okay. Okay, let's go to Cloud Run. This is building most recent push. And let's see if my cloud build trigger gets created. Okay. Repository mapping does not exist. Okay. Let's see. Already. Wrong. This is. Oh. So I needed the case sensitivity, and while that's being created, let's look at this service count. So I think for Google modules, this should be created. Let's run You know, it's not even being picked up. Say.tf module service accounts. Let's look at this plan. While we download some Terraform formatting tool. Yeah, so cool. Should be created now. Let's run this one. Just to make sure it will run. Go Terraform FFT. Okay, cool. Now we'll have some better formatting. That looks good. This is good. Project ID. Let's create this Cloud Run service. So let's go here. Cloud Run source looks good. I wonder, I might keep in the version, and let's change this var.project ID, var.region, image, and this is where we're going to need the registry as well. But location is yeah, region. US Central 1. Variables, create a new variable. And image will be the output of artifact registry, which will just be, well, it needs to match this. So I think the image will be the service name will be var.cloudrun service name. do this cloud build image name. So I think that's what we want. It's either that or just front end. So let's go back here, see how we're doing there. Still provisioning. And let's see. Image. GCR image URL to deploy. So I think I have that correct. I don't think we need the artifact registry since we did that manually. Let's see. That's good. This is good. I don't think I need a service account, so I'm gonna just delete that. And then delete this as well. But create this artifact registry real quick. I don't need that. I just need artifact registry repo. Like that. Paste it. Sauce. Repo. We have central one. For iron sauce man front end. That's good. Let's get rid of. That's good. This is gonna change the image name. So this will be US Central, but it will be iron sauce and front end. Right? No. What will it be? Art registry, iron sauce repo. And I'm just making those two the same because those names will match. Iron sauce and repo. And let's build. Let's use another 2 steps just because I want to have a clean move. So I will do man repo. To do move above when service is no longer needed. Okay. Okay, I'm adding the new artifact registry and adding format and cloud run. So init cloud run service with art bridge push. How are we looking? This is going. This is still provisioning. So next we will need a domain mapping. So let's see if they have a domain mapping. Perfect. And you have the service and the domain mapping. And we can do this. Sauce. Domain. Let's add in the man. So verified domain, mi solutions dot dev and route. Cool. I like that. Iron sauce. Actually, I can do var.project ID. I don't need that actually. Let's do var.region and var.domain name. And I will want. Okay. Okay, spec as well. Route name, good enough. Okay. Let's see. Certificate mode, no, don't need that. Cool. Variables, domain name. Domain name. And this is gonna be misolutions.dev. Cool. And I will push that soon. Let's see how this is going. So I want to create the artifact registry as well as the Cloud Run service. So I'll create that. Container port. No, I want to change that. So let's see if I can do ports, containers, backports, containers. Let's see. It's artifact registry. I don't need that one, but let's look back. And look here. Ports. Here we go. Port. Port number. Okay. It should go port number equals 3000. See if the rest of it's good. Looks good. Okay. I'm gonna discard this. Go back. Git add service. Use port from Docker file. GP. Okay, cool. That's discarded, and then I can approve this and see this create, and then we can create a new managed custom domain. So this has been provisioning for a while. Let's see if it's up. So this is the service. Let's see. You know what? It's gonna... I messed up again because it's gonna want... Oh. I wonder... Just gonna be... Port is a number, not a block. But I think there will also be a amount of machines, or like scalability. I don't need too many. Yeah, resource limits. Let's see. Outputs, that's fine. Okay. Oh, nope, that's my services. Let's see, how's this doing? This loaded. That's good. This is still loading. Okay. See if I can create this new service. Create this. Ports. I wonder, is it? It is a block. It is a block. Ports. Let's see. Actually, I can do tf. I'm gonna create an alias. Tf equals Terraform. Then I'll add that to my .tilde / aliases later, but just for speed, I won't right now. It is not a block. Attribute name is required, so let's go back into Cloud Run. This needs to be HTTP1. That should pass. I am worried that this managed domain is not provisioned yet, and it's been about an hour. I wonder, this must be Let's look at networking. No, let's look up domain. So that's good. Let's create this. And then let's see if this works. Let's check the Terraform run. Okay. 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 Act as so. Let's add a permission to this service account. Impersonate. No. This is here. Actually, we can look this up. Need to add this permission. Rules. Enter. Cloud Run Service Agent. So I need to add that to this guy. Let's go back and see. It's missing artifact registry, so art reg. What's it missing? It's probably going to be project ID. Let's see. Repo ID, format, is that all? Repository ID. Required. The only two. Google Artifact Registry. Location. Let's see if this works. It looks like that's not as simple, so I don't want to create a new DNS zone. So what does this say? Configure DNS record for cert issuance. I want to import a domain. this works on my other Google account. Let's add some IAM to this guy. Cloud domains, right? Yeah. Let's get this through. Done. And okay, cool. Let's see if this works over here. Has this one. Cool, cool. Okay. Let's see how this does. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I don't need this. Details. Okay. Let's apply this. Look at this. Waiting for cert provisioning. ENS records. Let's just create a zone. And then, okay, cool. Songs. I don't think this was necessary because I don't have an IP address. This should create automatically. So I might not need this zone. So let's do some research. Waiting for cert provisioning. Cloud run manage domains. Looks like it's a buggy service. Okay. So let's see. Alright, let's see. That should fix this, and then this isn't gonna work because this image does not exist yet. which makes sense because this doesn't exist yet. So the artifact registry needs to exist first. And they're saying this is a buggy action service. Okay, he said that turning proxying off in Cloudflare. Cloudflare. Cloudflare is definitely new to me. Let's see. Back. So it looks like it just might take a while. So once we get this Terraform run, and this is not, okay, yeah, it's main. So this is Cloud Run, module Cloud Run. The main mapping should be Cloud Road Service. It's going to be module dot cloud run. And debug cloud run. Should not take long at all. I'll just rerun this. Should work. And then we'll call it. And let's see what the outputs are for Cloud Run service. Okay, let me fix that. Could have probably added some more, and I might go back through and add more, but for right now that should get us through. And let's see the cloud. Let's see work. Check this out. So this is going to be let's look at port. Ports is going to be container port. What is it? New GCM, new resource, new syntax. Oh, that goes into the template too. What's this for? Yeah, ports. Yeah, okay. It should run. Nope. Because it's in this is in containers, which is in spec. So oh, cool. So this is an example of when I should have gone slow to go fast. So that's on me. We got an error already. Okay, let me just DNS is gonna have to wait. Just because I don't want to have to, like, this is still waiting to configure, so. Okay. Looks like this got created, but failed because this wasn't created. Okay. Let's check out our plan. Sweet, confirm, apply. Yeah, the module is going to get deleted. This might make for some errors. Yep. But the artifact registry should be created. Yep. Okay. Let's rerun. Now, I think this was failed because required field is not set. Okay. And that must be a project. So this required name and location. Let's see. This worked. Project ID. What project equals project ID. Ah. And do you know what I need? to add it to the workspace, and then I can take it out. Yeah, so let's see if this works. Then I can add it to the workspace and then sort of have no need to put it in each resource. Let's go back here. So it should just be that guy. Let's go back to managed custom domains, and it says it might take 24 hours, so we'll have to wait to see that happen. And let's apply this, and let's see. And then I can go through and sort of delete all of what I didn't click through. But yeah, that was sort of a dry run of deploying something on Cloud Run. Unfortunately, we don't have the DNS, managed DNS working, but it should be not long before that's up and running. We can see that happen. So that will be perfect. Let's see. Okay. So it's created. Let's check our service. And this one is called service. And let's check this out. No, it's not going to be triggers. Let's see. Let's copy this and check this out. Looks like this is broken a little bit. I might need this URL. So let's look. State block. Okay. URL is an output. Output. It's an output. Okay. But this should be just look at this a little bit more. And let's check out my cloud build. And then let's check out my artifact registry. MC Cloud Run man repo. Frontend. Should be good. Let's see. And I need to create this. Unfortunately, it looks like I have to do one on my own to be able to refresh that CD. So let's see that happen, and while we look, we can go and check out the custom domains. Still working. And this is created, and now it's routing traffic, and I can delete this one. Delete. And then is that now working? And it's a 403, so that means I need to allow all So I'm just gonna click that, but we could have changed that with allow authentication. Let's see, authentication, allow. Okay, let's go back and see it here. And it should work, and then we're gonna call it a day. Cool. That's loading. Look at this. Close that. And close a couple of these. And then, oh, yep, here it is. Cool. All right, so cool. We did some Cloud Run, some deploying, and some Terraform today. So got a little bit of everything. Definitely think Cloud Run is a great way to get started in the cloud if you have any containerized applications. And yeah, I got pretty tired. I ran 16 miles today, so I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, thanks everyone.